name's Matt Parker, and I like to do comedy. I like to get involved with design, photography, anything creative that I can get involved with, I will. Ideally, I think I would be writing sketch comedy for Saturday Night Live, something like that. That's probably the best thing you could hope to get into, or like film, like writing for film. But I don't know, even then, if you're writing for film, you're probably like boxed in a lot, or you have to like, it has to be done a certain way a lot of times, maybe. Where sketch comedy is more open. I think you have the freedom to do like whatever you want to do, and it's very short and simple. So if you have a good troupe of people, it seems like it'd be the ideal place to be is Saturday Night Live. Like that would be the funnest thing you could do, that I could do in my life, I think. I wouldn't say that I'm so much inspired to do what I do right now, because I'm not doing what I would ideally want to do. So until I get to the point that I'm doing what ideally I want to do, I'm pretty much just doing what I have to do. You get to choose, in some regard, what you're doing. You know, I could be working in a restaurant, I could be working, you know, going to college, or you know, I could be doing what I'm doing now, which at least I have an interest in, thankfully, which is like the footwear industry, which is something I've always been interested in anyways. So that's cool and ideal for the short term, but yeah, ideally, wait, what was the question? I think I've always felt like, even though I come from a very rural place, my family is mostly all still there, which is Kentucky, like a rural town in Kentucky. But I've always, I don't know, I'm not gonna say I felt like I was destined for greatness or something, but I just always felt like there was something more, I don't know, maybe it was a grass is greener thing, where I just wanted to be somewhere where there was a lot of people, because where I grew up there was like nobody around.
Tell us more about this passion you have for footwear, man.
The things I've been interested in since I was a kid, I'm still interested in, you know what I mean? Sure, I find new things to get involved in all the time, but if you can trace something back, I guess, and to something that you liked really early on in your life, and make that something that you can work in and be a part of and make an impact in, that's really cool. Worked a lot of jobs. I've had a lot of different jobs, and like been in the military. I've done mortgage banking. I've worked at restaurants and done like shit jobs too. So never been happy at any job really until I got like into being in the footwear business. It's a more content feeling whenever you are engrossed and immersed already in the product that you work with, or the environment that you work in is something that you're already like into in your off time. So yeah, I would say it's a hobby. Collecting is a weird thing, man. It's I feel like people either do it or they don't. My dad collects stuff. My brother, you know, we always collect comic books, stuff like that, toys growing up, like. And some people just aren't into it. You know, I was into like sneakers from like the first time I got a pair of Jordan Maroon 6s on my 10th birthday. I think it was like 91, 92. I was not rich, so I didn't always have nice sneakers, but usually I had like something decent. Until you get to the point in your life where you're like comfortable with yourself and you don't really give a fuck what people think about anything anymore, you know? I was self-conscious about it in Kentucky just because nobody that I was associated with was into it, and so it felt like I was a weirdo for being, you know, into that. But I got to a point, you know, pretty early on in my life, or you know, like late teenage years, where I just stopped, you know, giving a f about any of that shit. And you know, I played Magic the Gathering, dude, like for a year. I don't give a f. It's the nerdiest shit ever. You know, it's really just the game is amazing, actually. It's you know, people can't appreciate it because of the crowd that's associated with, I guess, playing it and being like a bunch of fat old dudes that, you know, smell like shit, live in their parents' basement. But you know, that's not everyone, and the game is actually probably beyond a lot of people's, like, normal people's, like, comprehension. I sold 5 cards and got $5,000 for them, so, whoa. people like the dude that bought stuff from me was like a volcanologist. So like these people mostly don't grow up, you know, I guess to be like me and work, you know, in like a footwear business or something like that. But a lot of these dudes grow up to be like scientists and shit, and they make bank, and that's why that game, and it's very well made. But yeah, the point is like, you know, collectibles, people are into it or they're not, and I've always been into it. And sneakers is like even more diverse because, you know, I have an appreciation for just the aesthetics of a sneaker and what all goes into making it, the technology behind how it feels on your foot, or the way that it looks, the shapes that they use, like how things change over the years with companies, and how they make their you know, sneakers, where they're made. It's just, to me, it's really fascinating little niche of society, of pop culture. You know, there's a lot more to it, but by and large, yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate enough to be able to work in the industry that I'm into, the product and everything, and met a lot of really interesting people doing so. Not happy, just momentarily content. Every day in the back of my mind, the whole day, I'm thinking about wanting to do comedy and stuff, so I know that's what I need to be doing eventually, and it's just a matter of, you know, I guess making myself do it. Just like moving to New York was like, you know, I talked shit about doing that for like 3 years and never did shit. Just kept, you know, well, I don't know, should I see how much it costs for an apartment? Maybe I'll make some phone calls and look in the want ads for jobs. Like, no, fucking faggot, just get, like, I literally just bought a ticket, like, okay, this, like, nothing keeping me here right now. I'm getting on this bus, I'm going, drop me off in Chinatown, and I'll figure it out.
What's your favorite type of alcohol?
Bourbon. You hear that ding? I was correct.
Apples or oranges?
Apples.
Why?
I don't know, I love Granny Smith apples.
Oh, those are good. What's your favorite type of music?
Hip hop, I guess. Hip hop. Hip hop.
What's your favorite movie?
Braveheart.
Oh.
No.
No.
What? Did I just find out an awful truth about myself? God, it is Braveheart.
Nothing wrong with that.
I gotta go.
You're a chest guy or a butt guy?
I thought you said chess at first.
No. Chest.
Wait a minute, this is a weird question. Chest or butt? Like both, you know? No, but, you know. Blood from titties.
Nightclubs or bars?
I prefer my couch.
What do you like to do for fun in this city?
I like to hit the comedy clubs whenever I can. Comedy Cellar's dope. I saw Chris Rock show up there one time and just do like an hour of like unreleased shit on like a $20 ticket night. It's sick. Like, I like to just go walk through the city and take pictures. I do take a lot of pictures, I guess. Like photography and like sneaker collecting, I guess, is almost intertwined with me, where like I've been like taking pictures of sneakers and shit for years. So I've just gotten better at it, I guess, and so I try to post like something like I'm wearing every day or whatever, and on Instagram or social media. I can't tell you anything that's gonna change your life, so I won't. How about that? My name is Matt Parker, and I'm a golden face. See?